You want me to hit the start button?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hit the start button.
I'm waiting on you, motherfucker. What are you doing?
I only got a couple buttons here, so I'm going to hit the start button. I'm going to officially let me get some champagne like an old battleship and start this show.
Wait. Okay, go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, from 2022 to a studio near you. You know what it is. It's not Tuesday, but today is the day we get down. This is the Hype Podcast. I'm the host with no name.
I'm DJ Oh So Fresh, and I am here to celebrate 7 years of excellence, stress, marijuana, Crown Royal, and whatever the fuck you can bring in the goddamn house. It is a celebration, my bitches. It really is. 2014 to 2021, we're doing it, my son.
This man doubled down on 11 and got 21. 7 years running. We are the Hype Podcast, bitch. Longest running podcast in Portland. Prove me wrong.
Please prove me wrong, because most motherfuckers who do podcasts can't even do math. So, you know, it is amazing, because we totally started this on my kitchen table. Actually, we used the same kitchen table, but we started this
on my... still on the kitchen table.
I started this on my kitchen table. We just had 2 shitty microphones, and we said, we're going to do this. Actually, I think what we started before that, we driving around one night, and we just started recording ourselves talking, because I happen to like to talk to this guy. Don't know why. Oh, piece of shit over there. I happen to like to talk to this guy. And for some reason, what we do is some kind of magic. I mean, it ain't like Disney. We're not going to sell you out to China or no shit like that. But it is some kind of magic like that. You know, it's not Disney. You know, there's no anti-Semitic motherfucker running this joint. But it does have that kind of magic. I mean,
and we are not like Magic Johnson either, because we don't have the AIDS.
Magic Johnson don't got AIDS either. Magic Johnson, I seen it on South Park. They pumped $1 million into his bloodstream, and he don't got AIDS.
South Park is basically science.
South Park is science. South Park it's admissible as the Hype Podcast. I mean, how Magic Johnson no longer has AIDS because it does not come up in conversation. When he had AIDS, you remember he was doing videos with Arsenio Hall saying, "Don't get AIDS, use a rubber, don't get AIDS." Magic Johnson has not mentioned AIDS in 20 fucking years. Once, you know how motherfuckers are. Once they get their shit fixed, fucking fuck the cause. Once they climb out the hole, fucking fuck all y'all. It's crabs in a bucket, I guess.
Dude, I'll tell you, I'm with it. I'm with it 100% on that.
Well, 7 years ago, he still didn't have AIDS.
Yeah. Dude, you know what else I wonder? Do you ever think he wished bad on the person that he got it from?
You think he even knew who he got it from?
Yeah.
It's Magic Johnson in the fucking 80s running around with Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall. Do you think he even know who the fuck he got it from?
Well, you know he didn't get it from Eddie or Arsenio because they're good.
There was a rumor. There was a rumor back in the day that they was giving the backdoor action. That was a rumor. I don't know if it was just something from the schoolyard. So if it's untrue, Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, or Magic Johnson, there's an opportunity for me to do some hosting for you. Hey, I'm sorry, but back in the schoolyard, it was word is bond that y'all motherfuckers was touching each other's asses, and that's how you caught it. And I guess they just...
that's how he caught it, like it was the sniffles.
Well, you remember
to wash his hands.
You remember motherfuckers didn't want to play basketball with him. They was like, fuck that.
Neither would I.
They put his ass out the league. Motherfuckers didn't want to participate in the All-Star game. Now he got AIDS.
Yeah, right.
And you know, it just be perfectly honest with you. If you work with somebody that's HIV positive, you're probably not going to be touching them enough where you're going to catch it. Just saying. I mean, but if I'm exerting myself on some basketball, I mean, I'm not playing defense. I think he won the MVP that year. He did. This motherfucker came back to the All-Star game with AIDS and won the MVP because nobody wanted to play fucking defense. This is the 90s. They was like, fuck that. We lost Rock Hudson. Shit, we think we lost Freddie Mercury. Fuck that, Magic. Nah. Mama, I just killed a man.
Dude, that's what I want to know, man, is how come Freddie couldn't make it? Magic Johnson can, but Freddie can't? What the fuck's going on here?
Well, Magic Johnson's cool. I mean, Freddie Mercury, he sang a couple songs, but Magic Johnson's cool. Magic Johnson, you gotta admit it. Magic Johnson has that aura where he could just walk in and light up a room. If Magic Johnson shows up, you're like, fuck. You know dudes like that. It's like, damn, Magic Johnson's here. Or you'd be like, yo, Leroy Brown is here. Damn, Leroy's here. Yeah, that Leroy guy.
Can I pull you off Magic Johnson's dick for just a second?
I was celebrating.
Talk about me. We can talk about me.
Hold on, I was celebrating 7 years of Hype Podcast Magic. 7 years of getting interrupted. 7 years of not giving a fuck what this motherfucker's saying. And yeah, I listened to an old episode. Let me tell you, I used to chill out a lot. That shit is motherfucking over.
I'll tell you what. This show was almost fucking over 2 days ago.
How?
I'll tell you how. So, as you all know,
were you sick again? Because that's what happened last week.
As you all know, I travel quite a bit. I go to work. I go to Oh So Fresh's residence. I do the Hype Podcast. Well, this year for Christmas, I got out of town just in time to go to Arizona and celebrate Christmas, where the sun is plentiful and the heat is always above 60, right?
Thanks. It's snowing right now. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Give this man some applause. Give this man some applause for pointing out that it's snowing here.
So I'm headed home December 26th. Sunday, right? I'm headed up from Arizona. Well, I decided to go up through Idaho to avoid going over the Shasta Pass on I-5 and avoid Mount Hood, because guess what? There's going to be snow, right? Of course. Well, I get to the border of Nevada and Idaho in this little place called Duck Valley.
Is that where Four Corners is?
No, that's where Idaho and Nevada is. Okay. I get there.
I'm trying to add some geography to the fucking show. Sorry. Maybe you went to one of our great American fucking treasures and I wanted to point that out. Just putting a little color to your story. It was a little black and white there. It was a little Jimmy Stewart going on.
Listen, you just keep on the cussing. All right. You're doing fine.
Fuck yeah.
So I get to the border of Nevada and Idaho. Well, little did I realize this pass that I had to go over was right about 10,000 feet. So not exactly a valley, if you know what I'm saying.
What does 10,000 feet mean to people who don't travel to extreme elevations?
10,000 feet means there's going to be a lot of fucking snow.
There's going to be a lot of snow, ladies and gentlemen.
So I get...
If you don't have to go to school, then on the day that you do have to go to school. Thank you, Snow. Thank you, Snow. Sweeter than Irish Spring. Ivory.
Anyway, back to me.
Okay, so sorry.
I'm going up this mountain pass, and I can't even see in front of the hood of my car. Like, it's snowing that hard, and the wind is blowing like crazy. It was terrifying, right? Well, I come around this corner, and obviously I'm going slow because it's snowing.
Yeah.
There's cars stuck in the middle of the road at this point. And I'm like, oh shit. So I hop out and I run up to this car, make sure everybody's okay. And as I'm standing,
just real quick, shit only white guys do. I never hop out and run up to fucking cars. That's just in the middle of the snow. There ain't too many of my kind around there. So they don't care.
You're not even going to be out in the snow.
They don't care if this motherfucker's dying of hypothermia. He's still going to try and put a couple in me. Go ahead.
So I hop out, run up, ask these guys if they're okay. Like, they're like, oh yeah, we've been stuck for like 2.5 hours. And I'm like, 2.5 hours? And you ain't done shit?
Did anybody say buddy during this transaction?
No. They did. I did say, hey pal, you guys okay?
They're okay. Then they weren't good white friends. They were just white. Right.
So check it out.
Friendly whites.
Do you know what a snowdrift is? Oh, so fresh.
No, not exactly.
Okay, so what a snowdrift is, it's when the wind's blowing and the snow drifts up onto the road like a sand dune. right? So imagine a fucking sand dune looking chunk of snow covering the road. This snowdrift was over 6 feet high. It was engulfing their fucking car, bro. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, hey, do you guys need to ride back to town? Because we're like 30 miles out of the nearest town. You guys want to ride back to town? Like your car's stuck? And they're like, nah, we'll wait. And I'm like, okay.
Where were you driving?
My Jetta.
Oh, they were like, fuck, we'd be just as fucked with you.
Right. So I get in the car and I'm like, should I wait for these road crews to come clear the street? Nah, I turned around, drove 30 miles back to town, hung out in the gas station parking lot for the night, right? So the next morning, I would get up, I go into the store when the store opens, and they're like, oh, yeah, that highway that you were just on is closed, like completely shut down. I'm like, oh, shit. And I hear this lady tell one of her coworkers, she goes, there's 25 cars missing on that mountain pass.
So you tried to be the good Samaritan.
I did.
And really help these people out.
Yeah.
And they said no. And you wake up the next day and you find out they might be dead.
They might, yeah. Basically, they might be fucking dead.
So how you feeling over there?
Dude, I feel so fucking good that I didn't sit there and wait with those idiots. How dumb are you white people? What is going on?
Listen, I can tell you, I didn't see Terminator, and we brought this up on the show before, but isn't it come with me if you want to live? Isn't that what he says? Yeah. Come with me if you want to live. I know that much.
I did not realize how stupid white people are in nature until that night. Because
you think it's just a white people thing there?
Well, you don't go in nature oh so fresh. When's the last time you went on a hike?
A hike around my yard? What the fuck is a hike?
There you go.
What the fuck is a hike?
You don't go up to the mountains.
I don't go up to the mountains. Why? There's nothing for me there.
Exactly. You're intelligent. You're too smart for the mountains. You're too smart for Mother Nature.
There's nothing going on that can help me out. Unless we earn Boy Scout badges, fuck that. I'm not going up there. I fucked off the Pinewood Derby, and now I just need to learn how to light a fire. And no, fuck that. I don't want to light a fire out there. Everybody that lights a fire out there gets in trouble for burning down the forest. Yeah, fuck that. Right. There's no reason to go out there.
So basically, what should have taken me a day to drive took me 2 days just to get to Idaho. And now I'm stuck in Idaho because I can't get down the pass into Pendleton, Oregon. That shit's all closed up too. So basically, I'm stuck in good old white peopleville, Idaho.
What's wrong with white peopleville? I don't. This is a real anti-white episode. Like white people listen to this show.
Dude, what do you mean anti-white? The snow's white. Everything's white. It's fine. No, there's nothing anti about it. Unless it's anti-snow. I'm anti-snow right now because there's like 3 feet of snow outside.
I'm cool with snow currently. Right now. We had some snow. The snow came. The snow left. Sounds like a good date. Thank you, Snow. You didn't even buy me dinner. Fuck.
Yeah. I heard Portland got some good snow the last couple days. Has been rough.
That motherfucker just came and left. The residue's still all around here. Shit's fucked up. Fucking snow. just in town for the night. Fucking snow.
The snow showed up and was like, "Hey, I got a flight to catch, man. I gotta be out the next morning."
Yep. Came in.
No, but I'm willing to bet a shit ton of flights were canceled because of this weather, man. This shit was crazy.
So they say upward to 5,000 flights, about 2,000 domestically.
Damn.
They're keeping you off the fucking plane.
Well, I don't fly anyway because of the fucking craziness going on these days. Anyway, you know, wear your mask or get punched in the face.
But hold on, I'm seeing these motherfuckers are like, you go to the airport, you're ready to get on. Because last time I took a flight, because I don't fly that much. The last time I took a flight, I went to Sacramento to see my buddies, and I was in and out for the weekend. I was jet setting James. It really was. I should have had my own theme song. I don't know what. So they should have played Magnum P.I. as I was getting on and off. And like, if my flight would have been fucked up on Sunday, I'd have lost my shit. Because the airlines are like, fuck you. Hey, you know what? We might give you a refund. Oh, no. We'll just transfer that to another flight. But your well-being, while you're stuck in this town that you might not even know, yeah, fuck you. Especially like if it's on like a connecting flight, because you know.
They don't give a shit.
Oh no, you gotta get your baggage. I mean, you gotta fuck with your shit. You're leaving the airport is a bitch. Oh, well, maybe your flight comes in a couple hours. You can't get anywhere from any airport that quickly. And then the motherfuckers, it's the robber bandits that fucking come up and want you to shop at they fucking Denny's for twice the goddamn price.
Movie theater prices at the airport is outrageous.
I mean you paid $10 for 6 McNuggets for your kid. Hey, Happy Meals. It's kind of tough. And you know you've been in the airport when flights are fucked up. Kids in there crying, all sorts of shit going on. That ain't cool. I don't know the difference between the airport and a homeless shelter when the flights start getting canceled. I think it's just the only difference in the airport. I would say the people have the dignity to go to the bathroom, but I don't think that's 100% either.
And let's be honest, people are disgusting in general. Imagine when you get them stuck at the airport for longer than they anticipated.
I mean, when you start sleeping on the airport floor, you have lost all dignity, my friend.
When you start taking your shoes off and walking around fucking barefoot, you animals, put your goddamn shoes on.
Don't you hate that old motherfucker taking shoes off and be cracking his toes while he's walking around? Is that how you walk barefoot? Damn, I'm glad they invented shoes. Because if I had to run around as a caveman with motherfuckers cracking their toes all the fucking time, crack your toes in bed like the rest of us. Shit. Wait till you go to bed. Crack your toes in.
No, but it's getting even crazier out there too, because not only are a bunch of flights getting canceled, people are getting in fights on the fucking airplane. Have you heard about this?
Like over mask. Like you can really get your ass whipped over a fucking mask nowadays. and by a motherfucker that halfway has a mask on, be telling you should have a mask. Well, you should have a mask. I don't want to.
Flight attendants are even getting rowdy.
I mean, the flight attendants are getting roughed up. I mean, You know what? I asked for Diet 7-Up, bitch. I know they're both clear, but you're not fooling me. That I need to save those 5 calories. Diet 7-Up, you fucking cunt. Oh wow, I said a really bad word.
No, there was one particular incident where this lady fucking knocked out a flight attendant's teeth. And she's looking at 20 years for assault.
What are you so mad about?
Man, I don't know.
I've been on a plane. I've been on a plane quite a few times. And I've never been upset. I've been a little bit scared. I've been sad that I may be leaving somebody. I might be happy that I'm going somewhere. But upset enough to whip somebody's ass just has never crossed my mind on a plane. What airline are you taking? Fuck. If you take Spirit Airlines, I can understand. Because if you take Spirit Airlines, this shit is fucking fucked up. So
Southwest is too.
I mean, no, Spirit's even worse. The only thing you pay for when you buy that ticket on Spirit is your body to be on the plane. That is the only thing you pay for. Anything else you want to carry on with you is going to be a charge. Oh, you want to bring a backpack with your body? Because Spirit Airline is set up so you just fly in the clothes that you plan to go out in and come back in those clothes.
Spirit it's like Airline, a trip to the grocery store. You just get to really go out and back.
The same amount of shit that you will wear in an Uber, you wear on the Spirit Airlines because anything else they're going to charge you extra for. And I will tell you, the Uber will open up the trunk for free.
That shit's crazy. And on top of that, on top of these shitty ass fucking airlines, dude, the people themselves, right? Not just the employees, but the customers. There was another guy in first class, as people were walking by, he starts yelling at other passengers. He's like, mask above your nose. It was his damn job to police the whole fucking flight.
That's the kind of deputy dog. I'd be like, get the fuck off the plane, bro. I don't see, unless I see a terrorist, and you know what? Times have changed, and what you think is a terrorist is not okay to think it's a terrorist anymore. But if it was around 9/11 and I saw somebody I thought was a terrorist, I could get upset. Then I'd be like, terrorist on the plane. Is it racist? Yes. Hey, those planes fly pretty high, and it takes. Catching airborne AIDS on a plane, that's, you know what? I'm vaxxed. I'm cool. I don't care. But terrorism is a real thing.
Actually, it doesn't matter if you're vaxxed now because you have to get like 9 more shots in order for that to even matter.
I have to get one more before you spread any misinformation. I know I know about Omicron, and you know what? I want to call it Megatron because I can remember that easier.
the Megatron variant.
I got the Megatron virus. More than meets the eyes. This version of airborne AIDS is more than meets the eyes.
Dude, I'll tell you, this shit's getting out of hand. Like, not with all the flights being canceled. There's a couple people we're not going to see in 2022 because they got canceled this year for like saying shit that we just said, like making fun of like COVID and shit like that.
COVID, just 9/11 terrorists. I mean, really, you know what? You're just as bad as me if you know which people I was talking about. See, that's what's fucked up about it. So it ain't no stereotype. It's the truth that we all fucking know it. Hey, shout out to my homeboy Habib that run the hat shop.
Well, maybe Habib from the hat shop can give Chris Pratt a job because that guy, he's not going to be around in 2022.
What's wrong with Chris Pratt? I mean, Chris Pratt, I loved him on Parks and Rec. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, yeah, he got a little too buff for his own good. I mean, because him and his wife had to split up because he was getting too much pussy. That's what happens. They say mama don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Bitches, don't let your dudes get too fucking buff because they will cut. They'll be out. You know, you was nice enough. You wiped that cold out their eye, gave them a Tic Tac, and told them they looked all right. As soon as they get buff, they're out. Because Chris Pratt, he had a fine wife too.
Well, you know what he got in trouble for?
What?
Garfield and Super Mario Brothers. He did the fucking voice of Mario, and they canceled him for it.
Isn't Mario Italian?
Mario's made up. I don't know if you know that. It's not a real fucking thing.
No, but Mario is portrayed by Japanese people. Mario is made by Japanese people. Let's be honest. Mario is about as authentic as fucking pizza and spaghetti. That shit ain't nothing Italian to fuck about Mario, but they portray him as an Italian. And they really perpetuate a Italian stereotype because I look at that man and I go, hey, that's Italian. Even though I've never met an Italian that looks like that.
Why is he Italian? Because he has a fucking mustache and wearing overalls?
Because his name is fucking Mario and his brother's name is Luigi. I don't know too many brothers from the neighborhood named Mario and Luigi. I know a Levon and Stefan, but I don't know Mario and Luigi. I really, you find some fucking Jewish kids named Mario and Luigi.
I don't know. Maybe we could ask Ellen DeGeneres if she knows like what race Mario and Luigi are supposed to be, because we might not be hearing from her anymore either. Well, apparently, she is hostile to work for.
So, I kind of understand Ellen. Now, with Ellen getting canceled, I don't like Ellen because you had to know the shit was fucking fake. But the behind the scenes shit they reported, fuck it. The bitches, I mean, she's famous. You ever been around famous people? I think we talked about this when it blew up. I mean, have you ever really been around a famous person? They are assholes. You gotta be an asshole to be famous. They're really nice. No, that's a fucking show too. I mean, your favorite actor is a paid fucking liar. That's what they do. Break it down. What does your favorite actor do? They get paid to lie and act like they're somebody else. So they can't fucking act nice to you for 15 minutes, but anybody that's on their staff, oh, fucking fuck you. I mean, because really, I have become successful, and I'm ruling over you people who didn't try as hard as me. That's what the fuck it is. That's what fame is.
He said, I'm rolling over you people who didn't try as hard.
That is it. That is all fame is. That's pretty much what it is. That's why they will step and fetch for you like Amos and Andy. Fuck yeah.
Dude, I'm really sad about this next one.
Who? Because
not only is she a badass, she is pretty damn fine. Gina Carano.
See, Gina Carano, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about the human anatomy real quick. Gina Carano, if you've not seen The Mandalorian, then turn off the show. But anyway, you keep the show on, but you watch The Mandalorian or just do a Google search for thick-ass chick on The Mandalorian. Because Gina Carano is the best representation of thick that there is on the face of the earth. You can't go to Atlanta and see a stripper. That's the perfect amount of thick. And she does UFC, doesn't she?
Yeah, she used to be at MMA.
I mean, really, you have a motherfucking broad like that because she's so thick you be hypnotized. And number two, she beat your ass. What you looking at?
Yeah, let her catch you look at another woman.
One of them takedowns. Wouldn't it be a bitch to be in public with a girl and get a fucking takedown? Like for looking around? Just a straight takedown. You in line for the fucking movies. You happen to do a little top to bottom. If you don't know about this, when we guys check out chicks, we always do a top to bottom or bottom to top. We give it a full scan. You know, our retinas go doo top to bottom. Oh shit, is that a viable option? Every man, woman, if you didn't know this, every man that looks at you has scanned you from top to bottom multiple times to see if you were viable or you're compatible. If it's time to repopulate the motherfucking earth.
And this last one is kind of a to be determined because I don't really think that you can cancel this guy, but apparently Dave Chappelle got canceled this year for his transphobic and LGBTQ jokes. So your doppelganger might not be doing comedy for a while.
You know, I didn't watch the last special because...
What?
Because I didn't watch The Terminator either. I meant to, but what he said on the previous one where he was talking about all that shit, yeah, go ahead. I mean, speak your truth, sir. Because if you have a solid platform, speak your truth. If that's the way you feel about it, then fucking feel that fucking way about it. Because the motherfuckers that feel different than you have more power than you do. Because I mean, honestly, let's just for example, I'm not a fan of seeing men in pink pants. Fuck. And if I want to talk shit about I don't like seeing men in pink pants, then I should have the platform to say I don't like to see men in pink pants. And no, it is not a hate crime. If I say I want to burn you, I don't want to burn pink pants off people. But hey, if you're a man, please don't be around me in pink pants because I do not care for men in pink pants. It's like green eggs and ham. Sam I don't like men in pink pants. There we go. And if I want to fucking do a comedy special about it and you got an issue with it, then get your own goddamn comedy special. Shit, the internet is full of motherfuckers trying to be famous. Take your fucking turn.
What I don't understand is how you have gone through your life not seeing The Terminator and now Dave Chappelle. Okay, this will not stand. You have weekends off, Oh So Fresh. What are you doing with your weekends? You're not spending enough time, like all your time in the kitchen.
I'm cold chilling, but you know, I do have to say, there's one highlight to the weekend. Well, at least this weekend because there's a holiday involved. There's a new dish I have. It's called weekend meat soup. And you can make it too.
What?
So as a bachelor, you tend to collect things from around the world. Well, not around the world, but just either your travels or your cousin that lives next door. So you get to collect shit. So as I'm collecting, I ended up with ribs, ham, and chicken that I bought from Safeway on Friday. So I had a bunch of shit. So what I did was I chopped it up, I threw it in chicken broth, and I put some frozen mixed vegetables in there because motherfuckers lazy. We ain't cutting shit. And this, of course, the secret ingredient, I had to put some Johnny's in there. It ain't shit without Johnny's. I put some Johnny's in there. That was the best soup I ever had. I thought the weed was really good, but the soup was that damn good.
And you named it Weekend Meat Soup?
Weekend Meat Soup. You take all the meat from the weekend on Monday night and put it in chicken broth, and then I bought those ramen noodles, like the wet ones. I didn't get the dry ones. I'm not in college anymore. I can't have the dry ones. Did I use chopsticks? No, I didn't use chopsticks because there were no bitches around.
Chef Oh So Fresh and his weekend meat soup coming to you live from the Hype Podcast, baby. I'm the host, no name.
I'm Oh So Fresh.
Don't forget to check out our Patreon.
Patreon.com/The Hype Podcast.
Yeah. Yep, Facebook.com/The Hype.
Yeah, well, Patreon.com/The Hype Podcast. You know, because you could donate there. If you happen to have donated plasma at some time in your life, then you could donate to us because we're a better cause. Because that motherfucker you donated to is probably dead now. But we're still here. 7 years later. 7 years. And you know, we took some time off, and I'm glad you guys came back with us because you know we're in for one more good run. I guess so. If this piece of shit ever comes back to town. Hey, thanks for broadcasting from Idaho. And I'd like to say,
send somebody an email about this fucking snow. Tell them to knock that shit off, and I'll be back.
This is the podcast after the podcast, and I'd like to say, when it comes to cancel culture, nobody should get canceled. You just say whatever the fuck you want. Fame is fake. Fame is people believing the lie that you want to tell them. Nobody's really fucking famous. You just agree to make them famous. There's no reason to even fucking hate anybody. I don't even know why you hate Donald Trump. You ain't never met that motherfucker personally. Has he done anything to you? He ain't done nothing to me. Am I a fan? I would say not. But when it comes to canceling people, just because we don't like them no more doesn't mean that we can discard them. We valued their lives at one point. We valued their lives above our own at some point. But now all of a sudden, motherfucker, I don't fuck with you? Sounds like one of my ex-bitches, don't it? Let's get out of here.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.